Hey family, some of our greatest witnesses are not loud voices. They're long lives, seasoned saints who've prayed through pain, stood through storms, and stayed faithful when quitting looked easier. What if God is still sustaining you right now because someone still needs the strength He placed in you? If these videos are speaking to you, hit like, comment, subscribe for weekly reset, and share with someone who needs a restart. Thank you for all your support. I really appreciate you. Now let's dive into it. A few minutes for us, underdogs and strugglers in the Bible. My name is Tony Lewis, and here I am again, y'all, and it's my plum-pleasing pleasure, as usual, to share with you today a few minutes for us. The U is for underdogs, and the S is for strugglers in the Bible. Let me tell you about the 46th biblical character we will look at today. It's Barzillai. Barzillai. God doesn't just use the young and gifted, He uses seasoned saints. God doesn't just use the young and gifted, He uses seasoned saints. Let me tell you his story. It's in 2 Samuel chapter 17 through 19. Barzillai means iron, symbolizing strength, stability, and stableness. Barzillai was an elderly, wealthy man of Gilead. He had strength in the shadows. He shows us the real strength doesn't always stand in the stage. Sometimes it stands behind the scenes, holding others up. I know that's right. He showed loyalty without the limelight. He helped David, not for applause or position, but out of pure faithfulness, serving God's anointed quietly. He gave provision in pressure. When David fled from Absalom's rebellion, Barzillai supported the king when many abandoned him. When King David was weary and wandering, he supplied food, provisions, rest, and resources, meeting needs in the moments of desperation. He was a good man, y'all. He showed wisdom with age. He showed wisdom with age. Though advanced in years, he proves that age doesn't weaken purpose, it often sharpens it. He showed honor over opportunity. After David returned to Jerusalem, he invited Barzillai to live with him. When offered the royal reward, he declined, choosing contentment over comfort and peace over promotion. He established legacy through others. He sent his son Chimham in his place to serve the king instead of taking the blessing himself. He passed the opportunity to another, teaching us to impact our lives has on others. Barzillai started a family generation. Check it out. Check him out. Let me tell you about this man's struggle. He battled limitations of old age. He experienced physical decline, sight, strength, and stamina. He wrestled with fear and becoming burdened to others. He navigated the challenge of remaining relevant in latter years. I can relate to that. He felt the emotional weight of seeing younger generations wise. He struggled with accepting help after lifelong giving. Who am I talking to? He carried the humility of letting go the necessary. Let me tell you about this brother's success. He supported God's anointed king in a crisis. He used his resources to bless God's people. He showed wisdom by recognizing his seasons and limits. He secured generational blessings by sending his son to the king's palace. He maintained honor, loyalty, and integrity. He encouraged and uplifted the weary. He served quietly, yet powerfully. But what is the lesson? What is the lesson? God sustains seasoned saints and strengthens supportive servants. God sustains seasoned saints and strengthens supportive servants. So remember, when you struggle like Barzillai, when aging aches and your ability alters your assignments, who am I talking to? When your energy evaporates and your enthusiasm is erased. What? When your relevance feels reduced and recognition recedes. When your strength slips and your self-sufficiency shrinks. When your purpose feels postponed and your productivity feels pressured. My God. When your memories multiply, but your mobility minimizes. When transitions test your trust and your temper. Remember when you succeed. And now you're serving sincerely and stability and seasons of wisdom. When you're sharing generously and guiding gently. When you're supporting God's work with substance and steadfastness. When you're sending the next generation forward with strength. Let me say that again. When you're sending the next generation forward with strength. When you're standing faithful in your season of success. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? When you've surrendered your pride and submitted to God's placement. When you've stayed rooted in righteousness, regardless of your age. Remember the lesson. God sustains seasoned saints and strengthens supportive servants. God sustains seasoned saints and strengthens supportive servants. To God be the glory. I'm out, y'all.